Welcome to the 15th annual King of Sack ceremony here live from the Bay Club at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. I'd like to thank our host, the Thunderbirds, and more specifically, our captain and host from the evening, Mr. Chris Majette, our Bay Club captain.
Yay!
I'm your host, the Commish.
Yes.
This is where you boo. We have some exciting things to relive this evening. And you know, it's 15 years that this great league has been in existence. It's actually 16 total years, but the 15th season was just played.
Anybody need a beer?
But before we talk about this year, Brandon wants to know if anyone wants a beer, as he's interrupting the run of show. Before we talk about this year, I do want to take a look back over these many great years. And with us tonight, we actually have the honor of one of the founding members of the original King of Sack in our presence tonight.
Pineapple tidbits?
Many of you may have known him originally as the Cornrow Wallies.
Yes! Cornrow Wallies.
Some of you may have known him as the Pineapple Tidbits. Few of you may have known him as Greg Slacks.
Yes.
Most of you have known him as Steve Arenos.
Yes.
But all of you have known him in his last season that he played was in 2013 as the Foxborough Cecils. If it ain't Chewy and the big guy. I'd like to hand over and bring up Mr. Johnny Bell for a few words, founding member of the King of Sack here in person at the 15th annual King of Sack. John, can you give us a minute or two of your time?
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
What can I say? Just following up on what we talked about earlier with the whole meeting, thoroughly impressed with this team. Okay, this is the only company that I know that I can step away for 12 or 13 years and come back, and it's like I never left. This is fam right here. This is fam. So shout out to the whole entire team, the first liners, the fourth liners, the fighters, the grinders, the guys with no teeth that block shots. Okay? I love your style, I love your swagger, and I love your motivation. So keep doing what you do. Okay?
Thank you. Great to have you at the ceremony officially.
Bravo!
Is
Way
Greg
to talk
Slacks
hockey
back?
during a football
Is he
game.
back in?
Well, he may be. We never know. We'll see who drops out this year after now the money's here, you know, you never know. All right, so once again, we had an exciting playoff season, an exciting regular season, and we'll get right to the money here. Our 8th place finisher, not with us tonight. Of course, everyone knows him, loves him. The Tahoe Dog. He went in, he won the division for the first time in his history. Had a great season, and ended up still owing money because he shit the bed in the playoffs, and he owed $53. So good for the Tahoe Dog. Our 7th place finisher, a gentleman that we all love because of his the intensity he brings to the league, the controversy he brings to the league. He's always challenging the commissioner's office on the competition side, and we love him for it, and we thank him for his hospitality. Jet Set, but you can stay seated as well because you ended up owing $78.50 for a 77th place finish, okay?
Wow. Nice, thanks for contributing, Jet.
Our 6th place finisher, you know, just kind of rode his team, was up and down, won a good big playoff game, lost a big playoff game, almost came in the money, and some years the 6th place comes in the black, sometimes it comes in the red. This time, the Masshole Knights, just 37-25. That's pretty much a win right there. So, 6th place finisher.
He's right where he belongs.
Not with us, but we'll see it here on YouTube shortly. Trent Goulette, the Goulette boys, came in 5th this year.
Nice job, Trent.
Yep, he had a good run. Trent usually wins a division, and he did again this year. He's been doing pretty good at that. He's been with the league 10 years, and this is his 2nd top 5 finish and in the money. So Trent, I will get this to you. I don't know if you're coming or not this year.
That
Okay?
person doesn't exist. I don't believe that person.
Our 4th place finisher, you know, we missed him last year. we actually did not have a ceremony last year, only because we're going to go with that the Scroat Kings weren't here, but the real reason is Shake and Bake won, so we didn't give a shit. He doesn't even come out to this thing. So, but anyway, you know, the Scroat Kings have been basically a founding member, 14-year history. This year, again, they stepped up and they had their 6th top 5 finish. He's a 2-time champ, all the way from New Jersey. His take after some wins and a lot of, I don't know why he put so many people on IR, but we appreciate the revenue. It's always good to have the New Jersey Scroat Kings, $130.25. Mr. Tom Dupra, come on up, Scroat. Thank you very much. $130.25. It was really great to have you.
And I just want to mention my co-owner, Megan.
Oh, Megan. Shout out to Megan.
She would have been here if we won, but we lost, so.
Yeah. Good job, Dupes. Good
You
job.
lost to the fucking Strahan Sackers, too. Which hurt you, I know.
So our 3rd place finisher is part of the original 15, our 15-year team. There's 3 members of the 15 team. This gentleman has, you know, he has a down season in 2017, and he was singing the blues at the beginning of the year, and I told everybody, snake in the grass, and I was right. He came out strong in the end. He made a big push towards the final, came up a little bit short, but he did come in 3rd place. He had a total winnings of $379.75. He did give me a quarter, so $380 for the Strahan Sackers, our 3rd place finisher, his 6th top 5 finish in 15 years. Mr. Sacker, congratulations. There you go. $380. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Good season. Good season. You know, everyone
Says
says,
in singles, apparently.
what?
Hey, I know what that's
Well,
like.
you didn't want any coins.
You're going to the club.
You
At least
didn't
it's
want
not
any
quarters.
You didn't want any coins.
$380.
You should
Paid me in 5. Thank you, Commissioner. I love you, too.
Good
should
season.
reinvest it into next year's
Good season.
pot. Your winnings.
Last year's king,
Thank you
not
for your
with us
contribution.
tonight. I got to tell you, the first and second place teams have
Can we
really
kick
put
him
some
out of the
pressure
league?
on this league.
Can we kick him out of the league?
We could, but you know, do remember that he did contribute. He did contribute quite a bit on the front end. In fact, this is he's had a run now the last 2 years, a 1st and 2nd. But the early years of the Shake and Bake weren't so shaky and bakey. But he had a great run this year. He had a really strong team, not a division winner, and in fact, none of our top 4s won their division. They were all the lower seeds that
You
came
paid
through.
me a
Yeah,
$2 bill.
you asked for even money. So our 2nd place winner not with us tonight. Shake and Bake in
paid
second, $355.75. His 4th top 5 finish in 7 years. So
Wow.
350. We won
spent a lot of
700.
money. He spent a lot of money.
Listen, Shake and Bake is a reckoning with 4 top 5 finishes in 7 years. So hopefully next year he's not in your division because he's another snake in the grass with the way he plays. Which leads us to the reason we're all here tonight, to honor the King of Sack himself in his 15th year. Before I get to the money, I do want to remind everybody that this gentleman really sucked at this game his first year.
Thank you for that.
And all of a sudden, I don't know if you know about him, but he does spend a lot of time on both computer screens. And I think he may
got
have
4 at home.
hacked. I think he may have hacked the King of Sack, because the team that he ended up with was incredible until we had the little incident, which we all thought, all right, he's coming back to normal. But he had a record of 10 wins and 2 losses.
Who did he lose to?
Obviously you, otherwise you wouldn't have said anything. But he had a great season. He pretty much was pretty strong from top to beginning. But because he's really good on it and the matrices and all, we here at the King of Sack decided to do something new this year, and we created a new trophy. And we got a 3D printer. And so for the first time, the 15th year, we now have a 3D printed trophy for this year's King of Sac, Mr. Justin Chrisman J. Christ Disciples. Here's your 3D printed King of Sac trophy. Congratulations. Congratulations. His total take was a record $2,347.75.
Who spent the last? Least.
Here's your 2,000. I zellied you the
I
difference.
saw
Thank
that.
you, former Kings, for the zelly. We passed it on, and there's your king. Go ahead. We're ready for your speech. If everybody can stay awake for it, that would be great. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, Ted.
Justin.
It's gonna be quick. Don't worry.
Thank you, Ted.
Take it. Ted's taking it. Last year, lost a couple disciples. That kept me from the championship in the first quarter, which led to the business dining showdown that none of us wanted.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cared.
about.
Nobody cares about.
We don't care
This
now.
year,
I didn't even realize you won.
I came in third. If it wasn't for my two wide receivers going out in the first quarter, I would have had the whole championship. I would have been back to back. But I kept Bob Golick going from back to back.
Woulda,
You did.
shoulda.
We
I
can,
did.
If we gotta cheer something,
I kept Bob Golick back to back.
Thank you for knocking out Golan.
we'll give you that. We'll give you that.
This year, I only lost one disciple due to foreseen circumstances from security video footage.
Girlfriend beater.
But thanks to the perseverance of St. Mahomes, I brought home the championship. Thank you guys.
Hey, that wraps it up here from the Bay Club for the 2018 King of Sac Championship. Give it up to the King of Sackers and all our great fans. We'll see you again next year.
I need two people's help to put a pop-up tent.